And we're back. We're playing Flippin Amulet. We've got all the flip land / spell cards. Not all of them. We've got a decent number of them, and we're testing them out to see how they go. Let me know what you think so far. Have you been impressed or unimpressed with them? And how would you change the list? Maybe I can go into a little more detail at the end of the league. Maybe I can't. Maybe I haven't done enough testing to really evaluate this list. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump in for match 3 here and see how we can do. If you want to see a blast from the new set and see one of the new, most, I suppose, innovative decks in Modern for a while, although I know that it's not an innovative strategy itself, but we did play against Goblin Charbelcher in the last round, getting comboed out by opponent. Game 1, we managed to steal the win off of a very interesting line, which I'm sure if you want to see, you'll find very entertaining as well. And then the rest of the match, well, you know how it went, so. But definitely, if you want to check out that deck in action, go look at the match 2 that was played right before this one. But we're moving on. We're moving forward. We are casting Primeval Titans, hopefully. And speaking of casting Primeval Titans, this hand is pretty close to doing so, except that we don't have a Titan. We can get an Azusa into play turn 2, and then off of the Azusa mana, play a Florahedron, perhaps. I don't know. I'm going to try it. We are on the draw, so we have an additional couple looks at Titan here, and I don't know. Could be good, could be bad, depending on how we draw. And we can also use these as additional lands to play with our Azusa, depending on how things go here, so. Playing against a Mishra's Bauble deck. Something interactive, it seems. So maybe this Ball Get Recovery will be quite good here. Ooh, now we have an untapped source. I like it. Yeah, let's shock that one into play and get our Amulet into play now before they get the chance to discard it, perhaps. Although I'm sure if they had discard, they would have already played it here, but. Abrupt Decay our Amulet. Rude. Rude. Cycling some baubles here. So we have the option of either just playing out the Tangled, so we have access to 3 mana this upcoming turn, or deploying our Growth Chamber here, and having a guaranteed Azusa off of the Breeding Pool. We actually could just play the Tangled as a land tapped here and play Grazer out. I don't hate that. We could hold Grazer as potential discard fodder to a Lily as well. Yeah, let's play the Tangled as the land for turn, I think. And the next turn we can play Garenbrig into Azusa. Or if they discard Azusa, we can Recovery to get it back, perhaps. Do we play out the Grazer here or not? That is a question. I think we do. We can always pitch Pact Negation if they have a Liliana or something. Since Pact is not generally the most useful, so let's just go ahead and get this guy out there. And now we can Growth Chamber. And I guess we pick up the Tangled in case we decide we want to play it as a creature this upcoming turn, so. That was pretty cool. Definitely seeing access to a lot of new lines to think about. We do see a discard spell, so there's that. Well, they knew that they could at least hit the Tangled Florahedron if they wanted to. They take the Recovery. Strong moves. Strong moves. I guess they didn't want us to Recovery back Amulet? I don't know. Dryad is pretty dang good here. Not gonna lie. We can Dryad and play Florahedron and Garenbrig. I like it. Of course, not the Florahedron part, but the actual, the land side of it. And now we have Titan mana in play. Thanks to our new land buddies. We top deck a Titan here will be golden. I guess we don't want to yield here, since we could potentially Pact, which I guess we're not doing now. Not that I would have Pacted Thoughtseize, probably not. No, let's leave this in place so we have something to sacrifice to Liliana if they have it. And what do you know? Wham bam, here's a Primeval Titan. Fantastic. Going according to plan, and our opponent scoops it up. Love to see it. Alright, we want Veils and Relics to fight their Tarmogoyfs and Delve creatures, potentially. We want Baloth as a way to get around their discard / Liliana type effect. Explosives is good if they're on Shadow, which playing Street Wraith, I would definitely put them on, so I think Explosives is good here. Let's see. Dismember has potential. It kills Angler or Tassiger if they have it, and also potentially Tarmogoyf, especially if we're able to Relic away their graveyard. So it's better in a list with Relic than it usually would be against these kind of decks, so I'm going to try it. I think Florid Hedron is not fantastic here, just dying to things, but it's definitely better than Grazer, I would say, since it doesn't cost us a card for the effect. We can trim Pact Negation for sure. Pajuka Bog seems good, actually. I'm not sure Explosives is fantastic, but we're going to try it. I like Azusa. I like Recovery. Mammoth is great if our opponent happens to be playing Ashiok. So I kind of want to keep it into play around that. I think Florahedron is not fantastic, so we can trim at least one. We can trim a Cavern as their overglorified basic forest here. I don't like trimming a Summoner's Pact, in all honesty. We could trim Ghost Quarter. I don't think they're likely to play any creature lands. Let's do that. And you might be worried about us boarding down to 24 lands, but keep in mind, this is 24 plus 2 plus 4 plus 3. So 2, 4, and 3, that's 9. So that's actually 33 lands. So we're still plenty good on mana sources here. Do not fret. And gotta cut one more. In fact, we could probably cut one more land, to be honest. Maybe a bounce land. We want to see maybe one copy of a bounce land going long so that we have enough lands to play out with our Azusa, but they are weak to Fulminator, so I'll trim one of those. We'll submit like this. We could trim an Amulet instead, actually. I don't hate that. Not only do they have removal for Amulet, but top-decking Amulet when you really want to draw a Titan is just the worst. It's kind of just a dead card, and it plays really badly into Kolaghan's command, so... Well, this hand is interesting. I don't mind it. We got plenty of mana sources here if we need them. We can play one of these cards here as a green source to hold up Veil of Summer, or just to pick back up with Cruel Turf if we decide we want to do that. I'm going to try it. Although holding up Veil of Summer is going to be a bit slow on the draw here, but... I mean, we've got mana sources. We've got an Azusa. What else can you really ask for? Holding up an Overgrown Tomb is interesting to me. Don't know if that means they're actually representing any card here or not. Let's get this recovery into play so that we can pick it up if we need to use it to get back a discarded Titan without it being itself prone to discard. Dismember looking fantastic here. And a Relic of Progenitus. Does the Relic mean that we don't even want to dismember this Goyf? Quite possible. I'd rather get Relic into play, I think. I don't know. It's a little unclear. Relic also lets us cantrip potentially into a Titan, although if they have Kolaghan's command to blow up our Relic and make us discard, then things look really bad from that point. Let's just play out our Tolaria West. I guess we may want a Relic so that they can't potentially cast like a Tasker or something. I'm gonna bank on them not having a K command here, and I'm just gonna play out the Relic. Use it now so they have fewer options. They'll probably just get rid of the Verdant Catacombs here. They probably have another fetch land, in all honesty. And obviously they do. Now we can play our Gruul Turf and pick up Tolaria West and be holding up either a Relic activation or a Dismember or a Veil of Summer. I suppose if they cast a discard spell taking our Dismember here, then things get a little awkward. But we can still use Relic to make the Tarmogoyf back into a 0-1 when... Oh, they had the K command. Gross. They did damage to themselves? Somebody has the Death Shadow. That is for sure. Alright, let's, if we play Azusa here, we can't hold up Dismember for Shadow. That might be fine, though. I think getting Titan mana into play is going to be the best thing we can do here. I'm not scared about this Tarmogoyf attacking us, so... And I guess we pick up the Battlements because it represents Titan mana this upcoming turn? Sure. Pass it back. Actually, I kind of want to chump with this Azusa. I don't think it's doing a whole lot for us. It represents a lot of potential zombies with our Field of Dead, though, if we do get Titan into play, so I'll hold on to it for one more turn. Worst comes to worst, we can always just use it to chump block a Tarmogoyf that's bigger later on, or sacrifice it to a Liliana or something like that. Man, we would have had Titan too if they hadn't gone and done that. Sad. Alright, let's play out this Battlements. We might want to play the Mammoth as a land here, weirdly enough. I think I'm into it. If we draw any untapped land or a bounce land off the top, we'll have Titan this upcoming turn. Let's just dismember this Goyf now. Get it done and over with. Rip off the Band-Aid, you know. And you know what? You can get in there for a point of... Actually, clearly our opponent's trying to set up their Death Shadow, so let's not attack with the Azusa. They'll be dead soon enough to this Titan, so... Thoughtseize. I don't think so. Land. Come on. Come on, deck. Give us a land to cast this Titan. 3/3 Shadow. There we go. Love it. No, it doesn't cast it. I forgot. Yikes. Well, let's play out our Dryad here. And pass it back. Yep. Not attacking to grow their shadow for them. They have to put in the work for that one. We should have held on to the Garenbrig here so that if they had a Liliana that we could play around it. Definitely willing to chump block the shadow with our Azusa here. Guess we could have double blocked, but then they would have just crash fetch anyway, so it's whatever. Let us play this Titan. Don't do anything crazy, opponent. Just let us... Could not count on it. Come on. Something good. There we go. Fantastic. That's what I wanted to see. And we win. All right. Well, we finally managed to get a match here. The creature lands serving as a way to continually make our land drops here, instead of just being forced into being regular cards, was definitely very powerful. One thing I was thinking about there was if our Titan came into play, we could go for killing our opponent with Valakut, potentially. But another line is to get a bounce land to pick up the Balaged that was still in play and have it as a way to get back Titan if they were to kill our Titan. Obviously, I don't think that would have been the line there. Probably just killing our opponent with double Valakut makes the most sense. But anyways, I will see you guys for match 4. This is Redface Menace, signing off.